It's heating up outside. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite white wines to beat the heat this summer. And guess what? They all come in under 20 bucks. Stick around to see which one's right for you. That's all coming up. It's summertime, and I know one of the beverages of choice is beer, but I'm not really a big beer drinker. I go to white wines and fresh white wines, and that's what I have here today. All of these wines are from the 2020 vintage. I know 2020 is maybe a year that a lot of us would like to forget, but these are the fresh white wines that are coming onto the market now. I have several here that represent outstanding value for money from different parts of the world. Now, probably my favorite wine during the summer. This is Cabernet Riesling from Germany. A lot of people get scared off by sweet Cabernets because they hear sweet, but I'm telling you, while they have residual sugar because of the acidity, it cleans up the palate and your palate feels really refreshed afterwards. I got 3 different ones here from 3 different regions in Germany. This is the Gunderlach Jean-Baptiste 2020 Riesling Cabernet. I've seen this for under $20 US around the world. Another producer I love very much, this is the Weingut Hexamer from the Naha Riesling Cabernet. This is the Medesheimer Altenburg. Seen this for about $16, $17 US around the world. What a great value. Oh, wow. And finally, the Karl Reuven, the 2020 Herrenberg Riesling Cabernet from the Mosel. So delicious. Here's the great thing about Cabernets, they're so inexpensive, and because German winemakers love to drink them, they use a lot of sometimes Grand Cru fruit to put in the Cabernets. They're spicy, they have nice length, the acidity. All 3 of these finish relatively dry compared to the residual sugar that's inside them. Just delicious wines. And the styles vary so much, like the Gunderlach right here is more slaty type, has more slaty mineral type flavors. This is also probably one of the best value Cabernets that I've seen in Germany. In the US it's under 20 bucks. In Germany I've seen it for 10 euros. Whereas the Hexamer from the Naha is more fruity, more white peach type of flavors, more round. And this is the one that actually tastes the driest out of the 3. Oh, lovely. And then we have the Karl Reuven from the Mosel. This wine is more limey. And maybe it tastes a little bit more sweeter than the other 3, but I don't think it's a bad thing at all. A lot of lime, a lot of white pepper type notes. I'm telling you, if you're not drinking sweet Cabernet Riesling, they're so delicious. When I was a kid, I was addicted to lemonade and then this frozen snack called lemon ice, and that's what these Cabernet Rieslings and Rieslings in general, that's what they taste like to me. To know that you're getting a sweet Cabernet Riesling, look at the alcohol levels. Usually gonna be 10% or below. This one from Gunderlach is 10.5. This one from Hexamer is 8.5%, and this one from the Mosel from Karl Reuven is 9.5%. Sweet Cabernet Rieslings are just such unique and magical wines. They have electricity, vivacity, energy. It's almost like when you have perfectly ripe, fresh squeezed juice. The amount of sugar and the amount of acid just creates this little dance in your mouth. Not only is it great flavor, it's a very interesting textural and sensual experience. So don't be afraid to try it. The first 2 wines are from the same region in the world, and the first one is Sauvignon Blanc. Both wines are from Alto Adige in northern Italy. The first one is the Cantina Traman Pepi Sauvignon 2020. Sauvignon Blanc's a grape that I've started enjoying more and more lately. When it comes to Sauvignon Blanc that I want to drink and enjoy, it comes down to 4 regions. I know New Zealand is the most famous, but the styles I prefer are the mineral-driven styles in the Loire in France. So there's some great Sauvignon Blanc in South Styria in Austria, and then Italy, Friuli, Venezia, Giulia, and Alto Adige, where this is from. I also got to throw in Santa Barbara County in California. Love those Sauvignon Blancs too. This wine's ridiculous. I've seen it around the world for about 17 to 18 US. Very typical Sauvignon Blanc notes. A lot of grassiness, a lot of white pepper, kind of asparagus notes, snappy lime flavors, kiwi, those furry kiwi fruits. The thing about Alto Adige Sauvignon Blanc, it has enough fruit and it's not overly grassy to be annoying, but you still have those flavors there. You know it's Sauvignon Blanc for sure. Sauvignon Blanc always has the snappy, peppery acidity. I know sometimes the flavors can be off-putting to a lot of people, but lately I've been really craving a lot of fresh Sauvignon Blanc, and I think this is one worth checking out. Alto Adige is a land in northern Italy filled with great value for money wines. There's a lot of cooperatives there. I personally like Cantina Torlano, I like Nels Margride, and then also Cantina Tramin. You get a lot of great wines for under 20 bucks, and this is no different. The next one is also from Alto Adige. This is the Cantina Tramin Moritz Pinot Bianco 2020. Now, Pinot Bianco, Pinot Blanc, part of the Pinot family. So for those of you who might be familiar with Pinot Noir, which is a dark-skinned grape, Pinot Grigio or Pinot Gris, which is a gray-skinned Pinot, and then Pinot Bianco or Pinot Blanc, which is completely light-skinned. Alto Adige might be my favorite area in the world for Pinot Bianco, Pinot Blanc. I think there's some good ones to be found in Alsace, in Germany too, where they call it Weissburgunder. This wine I've seen for as little as $15.99 in the US. For those of you that like Chardonnay, are going to like Pinot Bianco from Alto Adige a lot. You get some of those melons, some cantaloupe type flavors, a little bit of lemon, maybe even just a touch of mineral notes. You know, these wines from Alto Adige smell and taste a lot more complex than their price points would suggest. That is refreshing. The great thing about this Pinot Bianco, it's got a nice balance of kind of fruit and mineral, where the Sauvignon Blanc can be a little bit more pungent, so that can be offensive to people. Whereas the Pinot Bianco, it's a wine that's really balanced, and I think a lot of different types of people are going to like it. People with more seasoned palates, there's enough complexity. It's a great barbecue wine. People that are drinking kind of casually are really going to enjoy it. Serve it chilled, sit back, sip on it to keep your palate, your body really refreshed. I really like it a lot. Next up is my only wild card of the bunch. This is a great idea if you want to bring something unique to your wine-loving friends. This is a Malvasia Starsky, also known in Italy as Malvasia Istriana. This is the Radovan Malvasia Starsky 2020 from Istria, Croatia. Malvasia Starsky is from Istria originally. It's a little heart-shaped peninsula at the top of the Adriatic Sea, right between Italy, Slovenia, and Croatia. I know that Croatian wines don't have a huge name around the world, but they're really popular when people come and visit, and Malvasia Starsky is becoming more and more popular and exported around the world. This wine, I don't know if it's a very tiny producer, so it's hard to find outside Croatia, but comes in at about $11 US. A lot of white peach flavors, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of white flower. This one smells really good. Lemon, mineral notes. It's the type of white wine I want to have some with fish. Let me see what the alcohol is. Sometimes these wines, the alcohols can climb a little bit. 13.5 alcohol. Let's see. Malvasia Starsky, it doesn't have tons of sharp acidity like the Pinot Bianco or the Sauvignon Blanc we just had, so it's a little softer in the mouth. It has this subtle white flower note. Not too overpowering like a Muscat, but there is some floral notes there. So if you're into that, your partner, your spouse, your friends are into that, I think you're really going to enjoy this wine. Long finish, I'm telling you. I wish this wine, this is a tiny producer, I wish it was more readily available because $11 US, it's a heck of a wine. So I'd really like to know if you've tried any of these wines or what your favorite fresh summer white wine is. Drop it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the bell so you know when new videos like this come out. And if you're thinking about what to watch next, I'm going to throw something up here that you'll absolutely enjoy. Thanks for watching. Cheers!